Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Army. Welcome to all 5 tier podcasts. Welcome to X and welcome Aussie Gooner. How you doing, my friend?
Still kicking, man. Still kicking. You know how it is. It's good to be back on the channel. It's good to chit chat a bit about Arsenal. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone in the chat's doing well.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's obviously for people that are probably watching this, probably on playback this time, due to the fact I have shocked you with the time. Look, at the end of the day, I have to try and fit these in when I can. I'll be honest. Tomorrow's going to mess you up again because it will going to be probably about 4 o'clock tomorrow because I've got to go down south this afternoon because I have a family function that I have to attend, and then I won't be back. I will be watching the game, admittedly, at the family function too afterwards. I don't care. I'm not missing the Arsenal. Look, I'm sure there'll be a few of it because in my family there's a lot of Arsenal fans. So I'm sure a lot of them will be appearing over my shoulder and watching the game with me. So I don't care. I don't care.
Look, if more people are doing it than aren't doing it, then it must be right.
Well, exactly. Look, I won't be someone that says, look, there's a big screen there. Can I just attach my phone to the big screen and watch the game?
You don't have to attach it. You can actually just sort of mirror it. Just send it. Like, it's not hard. You don't need a Bobby. Like times have changed, mate. You don't need a wire in, mate. Like it's all good.
True. Yeah.
Okay,
true.
mate. It's all right.
We'll see what happens. Unfortunately, it's a sad affair this afternoon. However, I'm watching the Arsenal. I don't care. I didn't particularly like her anyway. So
I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching because there are facts coming out of this one. Nothing to do with Arsenal. It's all personal.
I know that they're all because obviously I have to do the school run, so I've had to stay here to do the school run, and obviously you'll be picked up later by someone else. But yeah, I know that they're all busy doing other stuff at the moment, so it's all good. I'm safe. I can say what I want. Yeah, I never wish anyone was gone, but I ain't gonna miss her. I'll be honest. Hit the likes, people. Big ups to Aussie Gooner. Hurry up, hurry up! I've tried my best. I did say to you that I wasn't even at home when I messaged you.
You chat a bit early, you know what I mean.
Morning to my pod brother. Please do like the thing. Please do like it. Whatever you're watching on, if you're watching on X or YouTube, please do like it. Or I think it's called Restream or something on X. I don't know what it's called, but it's a weird one. Big up to Milia Palpius saying morning, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. Big up to AFC777. Big up, Bobby, in the chat. Thank you, mate. Big up to Tyrrell Gunner TV. Big up to you. Big up to Melanie as well. Big up to Temmie, who's obviously going to wind me up at some point in this show. What is the update injury-wise? Obviously, you know how the show's done. There will be an injury discussion because I do have a slide for that. It's not the greatest news. It's positive in some aspects, not so positive on others. Reverse psychology for today. I'm going to ask Steve in a minute how he's feeling about the game. Someone check Hannibal's betting accounts.
Yes. Yeah, right. Huh? Xhaka was under scrutiny. Yeah.
And Brady saying big up to you yourself, and big up to Chris as well. So how are you feeling about tonight's game? Are you this afternoon? Well, yeah, this evening's game. It's a bit of a weird time today. It's obviously even weirder for you, but for us, it's 5:45 in the UK, which is a weird...
in the morning.
Oh, what time?
2:45 morning.
Jesus.
AM. No,
I'm guessing
international fans. We're not dedicated, mate. Like 2:45 AM. What's that? What's that? When people are sleeping, we're watching. What's that?
Oh, jeez.
Oh God.
How are you feeling? Are you confident about playing them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It just depends on what we decide to do.
True, yeah.
The lineup. If we want to use our thinking caps and we want to use our brains and set up correctly, then we'll walk through them. But I'm confident in the fact that if we field the right team, that we haven't got a problem. I'm worried that a certain midfielder is going to get put in as a number 10, and that's going to fuck everything up. That's my worry. And yeah, so I'm hoping that good old Mikel is starting to see that, horses for courses, and you got to put players in the right position.
Yeah. Okay, who do you think we could put in as the number 10 today?
Ethan had a great game against Nottingham Forest. Ethan was Mikel Arteta wanted him to do. Go back, end, pick up the ball, bring it forward. Yeah, he was doing that. Mikel, for you, he was doing it for you. He wasn't playing the classic 10 where he could sit up there. No. I think Ethan should be playing the 10. I think Eze can play the 11. And if they decide to, possibly switch roles from time to time, so be it. So be it. But I don't want to see Eze playing the 10, because that means we're going to be stuck with one of Trossard and Martinelli on the left. Guess what if that happens? Let's just not even worry about it. Gyökeres is going to get no service. It'll all go down the right-hand side. Noni will be shut down, and it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah. No, you're spot on.
That is exactly what will happen. Anyone watching this show, right, hopefully the Arsenal board, I'm telling you exactly what will happen if we do not put Eze as a number 10, okay? And we chuck in either Trossard or Martinelli. I'm telling you that now. Right now. Eze needs to play the 11. Ethan should play the 10. Use the young man. Use him. Use him. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit pushy, but he's a decent player. He needs the minutes. I'm not interested in a 30-year-old Spanish midfielder who has got the same speed as Frankenstein playing the 10. I'm sorry. He had an open shot, right, against Sells, 1-on-1, and he took the shot straight at him. Oh, but he scores for Spain, they say. Arsenal ain't Spain. Yeah? Sit on the bench. I want my boy Ethan on there. I want him on there. That's what I want. And if it ain't working out, Mikel, cool story. Then you can go ahead and throw anyone else you want in the 10. Hell, chuck Eze in the 10. Throw in a Trossard on the left. Right? Switch it up. There you go. But I don't want Moreno on the pitch. I don't. And it's nothing it's not personal against Moreno, but everybody watch him. Really watch him against Forest. Watch him.
Yeah. There was I'm not going to say his name, but he's an Arsenal journo that works on YouTube, and his first assessment on Nwaneri against Forest wasn't great, and he did come out, I think, yesterday and apologised, because he said he watched the game back, and but I personally think, because when you're an Arsenal PR journalist, you come out with stuff that you think will back up Arteta and Arteta's opinions and all that kind of stuff. And he's obviously gone, well, hang on. Arteta hasn't said this or said that. So he's come out and gone, I got it wrong. Look, at the end of the day, Arsenal Football Club, look, I'm only just talking about Arsenal Football Club, see Ethan as a 10. Don't see him as the winger. I see him as a 10. That is his future, because Max is going to be the right winger. It's looking that way at the moment. And we've got a couple of others that are coming through, which is very exciting as well. I'm looking forward to our future with the Highlanders at the moment, because there's a few potentials that are just looking cracking. Obviously, we've also brought new as well. We've just bought one from Rangers yesterday. Don't ask me his name, because I cannot for the life of me remember his name. But we just got a young lad from Rangers yesterday. He's 19. Looks really good. We've got that young lad coming from Ireland in 2027. I think that's when he's coming, because obviously he's too young for us to sign him at the moment. So we've done a pre-agreement. It's looking so damn good forward-wise. Defensively, we've obviously got Marley Salmon, which he looks incredible. He's only 15, and he looks incredible. Kakuri could do his job, I'll be honest. And we've got Josh at right back. Goalkeeper, apart from Setford, and maybe Rojas, the Colombian. Other than that, I question mark over a few of them, if I'm honest. Nygaard, definitely not going to work out as much as we were hoping it would. But he's obviously gone out on loan to a League 2 team in Denmark, I think. That tells you everything. He hasn't gone to a top level Denmark team. He's gone to a League 2 Danish team.
He needs minutes. Mate.
He does need minutes. And
Seconds.
I'll be honest, when you're up against Setford, and Setford, by all means, is is quality. I do think he has the potential to actually get into the team at some point. It's looking positive, and we have to treasure these players that we've got. Ethan being one of them. Dowman, we will definitely give him opportunities, and he is going to excel. There's no question mark on him. I'll be honest. There's no question mark on Ethan.
Even on both of them, really.
Yeah, and look, the crazy thing is, I've not even mentioned Miles. Miles will come into DM, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. I knew someone would know. Archie Stevens is the young lad we got from Rangers. Very, very good quality. He's only 19. He's a winger. So yeah, that's another young lad we've just got, because we know we've got gaps in our youth. We know we have, and I'm glad that we're dealing with it. Per is doing a great job, and Andrea again is helping, because that's what his job is. Anyway, Temi already annoying me. No, I'm only joking. Tim, Trossard could do a good job. Look, hit and miss, unfortunately, with Trossard. Sometimes he's incredible. Sometimes he is Glenn Helder. It's awful. For people that don't know, remember Glenn Helder, just look him up. He played for Arsenal once upon a time. He was awful. That's what Trossard reminds me of. Sometimes he can be Anders Limpar one game and can be Glenn Helder the next. He's awful sometimes. Big up to Tolowanimi. You're not pushy at all, mate. I'm sure we all share the same sentiments. Exactly. Look, me and Steve will get on majority of the time and agree with most of the time, and we will have disagreements. But there's a way, the way you can say it that I won't be offended, and there's a way that you can say it that will offend. Steve has always done it in the most articulate, funny way, which is why I always trust his words. And I'll be honest, there's some voice notes that I've trusted to pass on to other people, and they've gone, you know what, I get it. And that because he does it in the right way. There are people out there that say things in the wrong way. And if they just changed it the way, the tone, it would be much better. And I'd probably listen to them more. But there are people that just go. See, the one word I can't stand is Arteta sexuals. I hate that.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
That is the weirdest one out there.
That is the biggest joke of a comment, right? Can you just do me a favor and articulate yourself in a certain manner? Start an argument and stop giving me stop trying to look. I'll be honest with you. I hate the fact right now. It's that, are you Arteta in or Arteta out? Mm-hmm. I'm Arsenal for a win.
Yep.
Every time. Okay. I don't care. Krusty the Clown. I don't care if it's Bart Simpsons. I don't care if it's Lisa. I don't care who is the manager. I'm Arsenal for a win. And if Arteta turns it around this season, I'm gonna clap and I'm gonna say he's the guy. If he doesn't, well then out with the old and in with the new. But I'm going to support who I've got now because I've got no control over that. Yeah, and I just hate the fact that you're either on the in crew or the out crew.
Yeah,
we all got the same badge.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, are we 4-year-old kids?
I know.
Picking a five-a-side team, right? Like seriously, come on, grow up.
It is.
Grow up and do something. Please do something. If you hate the manager. Right? And it's sorry to jump in, but if they really hate the manager, Bobby, instead of looking for Arteta sexuals and all this crap, do something. How about this? Yeah. How about instead of doing this, do something about it? Go on, do something. Stop trying to split the fans. Huh?
I know.
Stop.
Well, this is. I've said it to you in recent voice notes that me and you exchange. We all need to come as a community. We are meant to be brothers and sisters, all supporting the same club. That is, it doesn't matter if you don't agree with every aspect of the club. We're all meant to be backing each other one up, and we all want Arsenal to win. That's all we want. We want Arsenal to win. None of us want Arsenal to draw. None of us want them to lose. Some people may want to be more entertained than others. I'm probably on that fence. I'd want to be more entertained when I watch Arsenal. I'll be honest, last weekend, much better. But the previous games, I have to be honest, I've been bored senseless. But the last game, I was a bit more entertained because, and this comes on to Tolowanimi's comment, play Eze at the 11 because we look different. We look exciting. Eze, look, we all know that we failed on a major objective in the window. We didn't get the left winger that we wanted. Out of the choices that we've got, I'd rather have Eze at 11. I love Martinelli. Everyone knows I love Martinelli, but
Why?
he's not good. No, well, he's not good enough for Arsenal now. He was.
No.
I liked him because he was what I always called a dirty winger. I never knew what he was going to do. I enjoyed watching that. I don't like seeing a winger get the ball and I know what they're going to do with it. I like seeing the unexpected. Now, unfortunately, with Martinelli, his unexpected is normally shit.
His unexpected is post to post. Look up. Oh shit! 2 defenders pass the ball backwards. Aaron Ramsey-esque.
Yeah,
but
I still love him.
I know what he's going to do.
But I do need him to be gone now. I'll be honest. I'm one of those. As much as I love certain players, if I know that their time is up, they have to go. And I will be like that with every single player. If they if they don't impress me no more, I'm just sounding like Shania Twain now. But if they don't impress me, they need to go. Simple as that. That is no name.
It's not personal. It's business. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. I mean, and look, Eze is the 11, and I was saying it on my channel, on my preview. Okay, Eze starts as an 11 for Arsenal. He'll get an assist, and he'll assist Gyökeres's goal.
Yes.
And everyone's like, "Oh, no. You would not believe the stuff on Instagram." I said, "Put money on it. Put money on it." Then I went on Akpos's channel, said the same thing, copped it again. What now?
It was just that was the most simple goal that we've scored for a long time.
Because it was simple. You know why? Because remember Leeds?
Yeah.
I watched the Leeds game, right? Everyone watched it. I watched the Calafiori ball over the top. And I said, Eze's control, right? He'd control it first time, put the ball into the box, easy. Again, Calafiori will play in this game. Okay, that's not a hard. We'll draw him in. Okay, it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. No way we're not going to try that on.
Yeah.
And Akpos is like, you reckon? I go, all day if Eze starts. All day he gets an assist for Gyökeres. All day.
Yeah.
And when he did it, I just looked and I went, yeah. And what now? Huh? Come on, DM me. Huh? Where did everyone go? Everyone quiet. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah, don't worry. The short is out there. It's all good. It's all good. No worries. Doubt the old Laguna. Doubt Eze. Yeah, cool story.
Chris reckons you will win today. Just how you win, you could. Yeah, exactly. You can't predict Arsenal. I can't predict their performance. I can't predict the lineup. I just can't predict nothing with Arsenal. Big up to Brenny. I know Brenny did a show. I think it was last night. So please do subscribe to my pod brother Brenny K74. And he was joined by Dermot, obviously the Tottenham fan, and Nick, aka Geeks of Muckleby. I'm glad we don't have arguments in Liverpool fan base compared to Arsenal fans. With Arsenal, seems to be insulting each other. Yeah, it does.
100%.
I'll be honest, I do see it in the Liverpool fan base as well. Now, obviously, I am aware of other Liverpool content creators, and there is a specific. Well, there's actually weirdly they're both Irish. They are quite horrible. If I'm honest, within the fan base, they kind of need to kind of rework the way that they do things, because I do find them very rude, and they seem to always just want to start a fight. I don't understand why.
They got a little bit of pompous in them now since they started becoming a team again. And
true.
that's okay. It's understandable, but I've been screaming about the way they've been playing, and it's great. I love to see that there's no overlapping runs on the wingers. I love to see the midfield disjointed and slow in transition and not offering any sort of space for the wingers to do any sort of 1-2. I love the fact that when they're supposed to make runs, they don't, and they make runs when they're not supposed to make runs. I love the fact that Mohamed Salah is not doing anything, but no one's talking about that. They're too busy focusing on Gakpo. I love it. No one's talking about this £120 million midfielder. I mean, if that was Declan Rice, shit. We'd have to turn the Arsenal cannon towards Arsenal and push the button.
Yeah.
That's okay.
What I will say about
Wirtz, Liverpool.
Wirtz is a very good quality midfielder. I love him. Everyone knows this. I'm part German, so I watch Wirtz a lot, and I do love him. I would never have paid 120 million quid for him. I also wouldn't have paid as much as you did for Isaac, who, I'll be honest, is nowhere near match fit. He's not going to be playing 3 games a week for you. It's a big risk, and I'm glad Arsenal don't go down that route, because that's just mental. Which
Nah,
thankfully we've got Berta, and Berta will make sure that we use our money wisely and don't waste
love
it
it.
on expensive outlays who aren't going to be able to play every single game. My main issues with Martinelli and Trossard players, their decision making. Yeah, 100%. I think they are great options to come on against. Yeah, that I do agree with. I think Trossard does way better
Trossard
coming
all
off the
day.
bench. Martinelli, I'll be honest, I think he's done. I love him I will state this to the day he leaves. I love him, but he's done at Arsenal. It is just what it is. And as much as I might sound crazy, never. But double pivot with Rice and Zubi doesn't work. I can't believe it because I supported it so much. But looking at Zubi and the lone DM or Rice as the lone DM works. No, I see where you're coming from. I think that the whole
Which is what happened at Forest, though. I mean, it wasn't Rice, it was Moreno. Zubi was on his own and he was fine. And that's exactly what I wanted from him because it allowed the two midfielders to get the ball further up the pitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. When we were doing the simulation at the end of the season, so all clubs do a simulation of what they're potentially going to be bringing in to kind of work out their formations for next season. Arsenal were doing a double pivot because the AM was meant to have more attacking roles only. But Odegaard, still question mark. Well, I won't say just a few question marks. Big question marks on him now. Big ones.
Can I call it a spade on Odegaard?
Yes,
Odegaard is an 8. He's a box to box.
Yep.
You can see it. Naturally, that's who, and he keeps falling into that. And Odegaard coming down on the right-hand side, picking up the ball, passing it to Yuri and Timber, and then running on, that should be against our religion. Mikel Arteta needs to smack him out for that because he has to be further up the pitch. We seem to be playing a sort of lineup where we're running two sort of 8-10 roles, which is Declan Rice and Odegaard, sort of supposed to be further up. When one goes forward, one comes back. But I think Odegaard's mentality is really as a box to box. And in my opinion, if we had an 11, I would love to have seen a midfield of Odegaard playing more of an 8, Eze playing a 10, and Zubimendi behind them with possibly Declan Rice and Zubimendi switching for the 6. Yeah. That for me would probably be a very attack-minded midfield. And I think Odegaard would be utilised a lot better. It's hard to make him change his colours when he's an 8, right? In my opinion, that's just my opinion, what I can see. He's not a 10.
No, I've said this a long time, and everyone thinks, "Oh, you hate Odegaard." I don't hate Odegaard. He's just not a 10. I'm allowed to say that. I'm entitled to say what I believe. If you've got a different opinion, that is your opinion. That's fine. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I just personally don't think Odegaard is a 10 because a 10 for me knows how to go forwards. He does. Exactly. I honestly feel he gets lost going forwards. He's fine going sideways and backwards. That's great, but that's an 8. that's what an 8 can do. A 10 knows how to break a line, get through, find that pass that just sets through the striker or sets through a winger. He can do that very minimally. He can't do it all the time, and that's the one pass that he does, which I really which we should stop doing, is the scoop up pass where he scoops it up just above the defender. So Saka or the attacker is.
It never comes off.
It never comes off because of the height he does it at. That defender is like, oh, okay, I'll just wait for that to come down. Yep, I know what I'm going to do. It's not because I'm a defender. I would be like, yeah, you keep doing that, mate. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But yeah, Zubimendi and Rice works, but only if Zubi is the 8 and okay, fair enough. To be honest, what's my review? I said we deserved to win at Burnley. They did nothing. We had the chance. So Cesar does what he does.
Can I jump in on this?
Yes, mate.
Can I jump in on this, please, Chris? Your team is a decent team, and what I noticed against Burnley, and I was on with Mons midway through the game, and I was screaming and yelling. I go, first of all, your wing backs no longer overlap your wingers. I'm watching it in this game. What the fuck is up with that? Sorry, I just got to swear. Your midfielders in transition are not offering themselves to the winger. So real quick, usually when you're coming, let's say you're coming from the left wing and you're wanting to attack up the left wing. The left wing back He can either put the ball over the top or he's going to play the ball into the midfield, link up with the midfielder. Midfielder can run forward, knock the ball to the winger, and then make a run and then make an offer. So now the winger has two options. He can either go down the wing or the wing back goes right past him and gives him an overlap. The winger now has the overlap, he has the midfielder, and he has himself. And the defender has got what the hell is going on. And that's what Liverpool did best. In this game against Burnley, it never happened for Salah, so Salah is out of the game. Salah's out of the game. He got manhandled in that game. Manhandled, and then he got in trouble and got a foul. I don't know how that worked. Gakpo, same thing, to the point where Ekitike was getting no service. He had to pick up the ball, right, almost at the corner flag and drive it in himself and take a shot. Your midfield is not making runs and are not linking up with your wingers, and your wingbacks aren't doing any overlapping runs. I watched Burnley. I really watched them. And I'll be honest with you, if you guys continue in this fashion, it's great to watch, because even Isak is going to have a hard time. Because Ekitike, I'm loving what I'm seeing from him. If you're a Liverpool fan, he's a great player. But your wingers, I don't blame Gakpo, and I certainly don't blame Salah, because he's got no support. And this is not a Trent thing. This isn't a Trent thing. Any wingback I put there needs to understand he has to support Salah. And the midfielder must do the same. McAllister was useless. He was running around slow. Wirtz, where was he? As a number 10, I wanted to see him make passes and create things and stuff up, which is what number 10s do. Number 10s are always going to stuff up, and it's that one ball they get credit for when you score. I did not see any chance creations from Wirtz. I also didn't see any link up between him and Salah that was definitive. And then McAllister on the left-hand side for Gakpo, what? You guys were, it was horrible to watch, to the point where even Virgil van Dijk had the ball and didn't know who to distribute to. Didn't know. He's looking like, where are my options? Offer. People offer. Make a run. And when you guys are making runs is when you should be still. When you're still, you should be making runs. Your team is a bit disjointed with these new faces, I think. I think Arnie Slot needs to go back to the drawing board and allow his wingbacks to overlap his wingers, or it's going to be more of this. It's going to be a lot more of this. But that's just me. I'm sorry. I dissected your game heaps. I'm not trying to smash you guys, but that's what I saw.
No. Well, you'd think with the players that they've got as well and they're brought in, especially Frimpong, because he is fucking incredible. But he's not being allowed to do what he's good at. which is mad. Because that's why I like Frimpong. He's one of my favourite right backs to watch.
He's more attack minded. More attack minded. The whole point, if he links up with Salah and is allowed to link up like Trent did, forget about it. Salah will get goals because he's got someone to work with. But that means Wirtz has to work with him too. This goes back to the right back, to the midfielder, run down the line, midfielder drives it forward, off to the winger, overlapping run this way, midfielder that way, Salah saying, you want to see my left boot? That's opportunities, options. But this way, it's Salah and two defenders. Sorry, Salah isn't Saka, where he can take two defenders. And I'm not saying he's, you know what I mean? Saka's a bit better on the ball. Salah's more of a quick shot, goal. He's more of that direct Alexis Sanchez style winger. He hasn't got the trickery. He's got the boot, right? And he didn't have any opportunities because he had no support. And that's the same thing for Gakpo. Same thing. And that's the same thing for Ekitike in this game. They had nothing. But what do you do? That's Liverpool's problem, not mine. I don't have problems with overlapping runs. I got Calafiori going from the left back to right. Anyway.
Yeah. Right. We need to start the show in a minute. So I'll go through the comments and then we'll bring up the slides so we can get for because we're half an hour in and we're not even on the slides.
We're talking Liverpool. We're talking everything. We're not talking
Big up to Dylan, who's just rubbing it in. You are a git. We've been watching the puppet. Dylan, I do like you, but right now I don't like you. That's just evil. What I'll be doing, I'll be dressed in black and just watching the game. That's what I'll be doing. I love Slotty. Don't mess around. Torn into Kirkes, taking it. Oh yeah, well Kirkes again is exactly the same like Frimpong. Kirkes is fantastic coming forward. Got a great cross, but I don't know what's going on because I was scared about Liverpool, but at the moment I'm not that scared from them. If I'm honest.
Not like this.
exactly. AG Odegaard, isn't it? Yep, 100%. He a pre-assist player, not an Eze or Verts or KDB. Demi, this is funny. Odegaard is a weak attacking 6. I wouldn't put him as a 6 because his
Come on,
defensive
dude.
skills is suckers as well.
Yeah.
Big up to Takamura saying I'm going to let's go. Big up to you. You saw it last season with Odegaard intent. Yeah, exactly. It's not good. Salah and Gakpo
Exactly.
take on full purchase. Well, with subs Goma, we end up taking on wingers, and we looked. Yep, totally agree. Fertz really thinks he will bounce off Premier League, bro. Yeah, he is someone that I slightly worry will be like Fabio Vieira. Now, Fabio Vieira again is another player I love, but he's not good enough for the Premier League. I had my doubts on him. Verts, I didn't have my doubts, but I'm starting to have doubts on him, if I'm honest. I hope I'm wrong because I do love Verts, but this is why I wasn't overhyped by it. Szoboszlai, Red Bull.
Yeah.
He's not been tested. I still want Frimpong there. Yeah, I don't understand Szoboszlai right back. I'll be honest. I haven't got a clue. He's not. Morning to Dermot as well. Right. Let's get on. Right, the form, we all know what Arsenal have been doing. However, for people that don't know about how Bilbao have been doing, they've had 3 wins and 1 defeat. Their last game was, I've done it in the wrong way, order, do apologise. Alaves is who they've just lost to. I've done it in the wrong order, my bad. But yeah, they've just lost. But in all fairness, they probably did have one eye on today's game. So they are 3rd in the league, though. We're 2nd. They score 1.5 goals per game compared to ours 2.3. But in all fairness, we did get 5 against Leeds. So that obviously has helped that stat. Goal conversion, which is important. We need to be about 20. For someone that's challenging for the title, we need around 20% on this. We're 17. So we're not far off it. We're doing better than we have done. I think last season we were more, I think about 14, 15%. So we're doing better. But no shock horror, we've actually got a striker, so I kind of expect that to improve anyway. Theirs is 12%, but again, they've got injuries, issues, and stuff for themselves. So goals conceded per game, this is always low for us. So it's lovely to see 0.3. Theirs is 1. Chances created per game 2.3, which is much better than last season. We were in the low ones last season. We're on 2.3, which is much better. And I did say, because I didn't do the watch long because it was an early game. But I did think that without Odegaard in the team, we look better because we do. I'll be honest. I'm sorry for anyone that upsets. I'm thinking of a specific Canadian. If he watches this back, he's going to attack me. But I'll be honest, mate. This is mainly for you, Moss, because I've got a feeling you'll watch it and you'll come for me. But Odegaard is not the attacking midfielder we need. He is a great midfielder. I've never said he's not a great footballer, but he's not the attacking midfielder that we need in this lineup. So, yeah, he just hurts us, and it's not even his fault. You know, he's been asked to do something that I don't think is within his game, and it's different at Norway. Before you come for me, it's different at Norway. There's 2.
Look at Moreno for Spain, for God's sake. He's king shit. Let's not go there, huh?
But when it comes to Norway, they've literally got 2 good players.
Yeah.
Odegaard and Haaland.
Yeah, and that's why they shine.
Yeah, because they are going to be given the ball. It's like when I was a kid, my cousin was probably one of the best players in my team. And, you know, he was being scouted by Ipswich, West Ham. You know, it was unfortunate with asthma. He just couldn't get it in there because at the time, asthma was a bad thing. Nowadays, it's used everywhere. Liverpool.
But I think Salah's coming down with a bit of asthma. Gakpo as well, you know.
It was what we always did was we gave the ball to him all the time because we knew he would do something special with the ball. And that's how it works in Norway. I'm sorry, but truth hurts. Anyway, home record. Because obviously we're playing at their home. They have lost at home. Obviously, they lost against Alaves last weekend. On the road for us, 1 win, 1 defeat. But I'm not too concerned. It was at Anfield. My only concern, and it does worry me a little bit in Europe, we don't cope with the European stadiums with the atmosphere because it is intense. This stadium, I don't know how you say it, Saint-Mams? I don't know how you say it.
We're going there. We're going there. We're scoring goals and we're leaving. As long as Mikel Arteta is watching this stream right now and listens to me, listen.
We
it's
need
your job. It's your job, and I want you to keep it. Listen to your uncle.
What I want, and I don't care who the manager is. I don't care
Go on.
if they're ex-Tottenham, great. I don't care as long as Arsenal win trophies. I don't care who the boss is. It's just as
Yeah.
simple as that.
Yeah.
Right, goals wise, they've scored 6. We've scored 9. They've got 2 from open play, 2 penalties, 1 own goal, and 1 from set piece. We've got 9. We've got 3 from open play, 5 set piece. We know we're going to get called very, very soon, as per usual. But I don't care as long as the goals come. I don't really care where they come from. And 1 penalty. Team statistics. Yeah, thank you very much, Steve. I am English, but for some reason I just can't say that word today. Anyway, average possession 51.9% for Arsenal, which is, if you go back a couple of seasons, we were always bossing possession. We don't do that so much anymore. And I'll be honest, it doesn't really bother me too much because what matters is the result. I'm not that bothered if we don't boss.
You want to do the Mourinho thing? Yeah, they can take the ball home with them. We don't care. We'll just take the 3 points, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters. I couldn't monkeys, and that, I suppose that's a good thing. Bilbao, they have 48.4%, so they're a team that don't really care if they have possession or not. They can still hurt. Like I said, they're third in the league, so it's not too bad. XG 6.6 for Bilbao, 6.5 for Arsenal. So it's not much in it. XG conceded, we're actually quite high, 2.4 compared to Bilbao 2. Shots on target per game, 3.5, which I'll be honest is shit. 4 for Bilbao. Big chances missed. We've missed 5 big chances already this season. They've missed 4. Passing accuracy, 85.3, which is, I know this sounds quite a lot, and I've always said anything above 85, I'm happy. But as an average, this is quite low for us. We're normally
You'd want to be higher than that.
Yeah, you want to be like 87, 89. I know it's not a lot, but it is a lot. Because one of the games that we had, I think it might have been Liverpool. I think it was a 70. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was like 78% accuracy for us, which is shit.
You know why? When you've got look, and this is not to point fingers too much, but you need players that are going to be able to turn quick. Zubimendi didn't look good in that game, but he's looking to distribute the ball to attack-minded midfielders as well. So he looked horrible, but you got 2 midfielders that are like for like in Marino, and in my opinion, Marino and Declan Rice, 2 8s, who are not thinking about going forward. They're just looking to hold their position. So for Zubimendi, that would have been difficult. So I think that's where we let ourselves down. That lineup against Liverpool, wow, my God.
Yeah.
My God, I hope we don't try that again.
So do I. Long ball accuracy 51.2, which isn't bad. Anything above 50 is pretty decent. 42.3 for them. Crossing, we're getting better. This is the big improvement already this season. The crossing accuracy is 26.9%. But again, what's shocking? We've got a striker now. Shocker. Fouls per match, they're more filthier than us. 13.5 fouls per match, 11.3 for us. 3 clean sheets, 1 for them. Injuries. Now, this is the bit that everyone was waiting to see. We'll quickly cover Bilbao. Leku is out till late September. Williams is out. Then this is Nico, not Inaki. Inaki's fine. Nico's out till late September. Prados is out till early October. And Eguiz is out to mid-February. He's got a major injury. Arsenal, Saliba is... I'm classing him as still a doubt. I don't want to see him. I'll be honest. I don't want to see him until he's 100% fit.
We don't need him.
No, exactly.
We don't need to risk. We don't need to risk him. What's the point?
Yeah. Odegaard is currently a doubt. There has to be another assessment on him. Now, this could either be a positive or a negative for us. He will not be involved in tonight's game, guaranteed.
There's no point. It's not worth the risk. It's just so not. We've got the bodies. Let's use them.
Yeah, exactly. So when I do the Man City preview Saturday, we might have better news or worse news for Odegaard, because that's still a question mark at the moment. Saka is out till late September. I'm hoping we have better news on Saturday for that. For some reason, I put Havertz twice. Now, Havertz, the first one is Havertz. The second one is Jesus. Obviously, because I do this whilst I'm doing other stuff, I obviously got sidetracked. So first is Havertz. Early October at the moment. That could change again. Now, Jesus is late December. Currently, I've actually got the 6th of January is the time that I've put late. I personally don't think we'll see him in Arsenal shirt again because I think we'll.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And I don't think there's a point really. I
No,
think we gotta do something in Jan.
Yeah, look, Berta is not happy with paying players that will, one, not play for the club, two, have any role in the club. Now, Jesus has no role now, I'll be honest. No role. There's just no role for him. And he's being paid 260 odd £1,000 a week. We're going to get rid of him. It's as simple as that. However, we need to do that. He will be gone. I think it will try and get rid of him in January, and I think that is something that will probably open up a window for an opportunity in January for us to bring in someone. So let's hope. So yeah, there is that. My 5 to watch. Let's get through it. This is going to be interesting because some people won't know who they are, but here we go. Okay, I know it's a strange one to pick a goalkeeper, but I'll be honest, I love the nice Simon. I do. I love him. He's a good goalkeeper. He doesn't always impress. He's not had the greatest start this season in La Liga, I'll be honest. But I do.
He's league goals in nearly every game.
Yeah.
Except for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
he had no Raya.
Well, no, I don't think he's a Raya, to be honest, and that says everything about Raya. But with the Bilbao squad, I'll be honest, no one really petrifies me in that squad. So this 5 to watch was probably quite hard because I was like looking at them, going, yeah, none of them really excite me. So I've gone with, because I think Unai Simon will be difficult to beat from our set pieces, and that's our biggest threat at the moment is the set pieces. I think Simon will probably deal with them quite well. Right back, unsurprising for everyone that knows me well enough, I always have pick a right back or a left back somehow. I've gone with Jesus Arezzo. He is going to be a problem. Now, obviously, Calafiori, I expect to start a left back. It won't surprise me if Lewis Skelly does, though, but, this is Arteta. Arezzo is very good going forward. So whoever our left back is needs to be sharp because there will be an overlap from Arezzo, whoever the right winger is for them. I'm not even going to try and say his name, so I'm just calling him Mikel. I don't know why I've picked him because I've just looked at the surname and gone, I don't know how you even say it. How Gizar? Yeah. Sorry.
Let's just call him a geezer.
Yeah, just call him Geezer. That would do. Yeah.
Geezer.
But no, he's a young, very I wouldn't say he's like a Zubimendi standard, but he is just a hard-working defensive midfielder. He will be a problem. Now, Sunset, he is someone I do enjoy watching. I've always liked him. He was someone that we were looking at mainly because Berta loves him. He, again, is hit and miss, which is a little bit of a question mark sometimes for as Arsenal fans, because I think it's about £80 million or something like that. His values are ridiculous. I wouldn't pay 80 million quid for him. I'd pay 40, but I would not pay 80 million quid. But he could be a problem tonight, but we'll see. It depends, again, how we set up. Again, because Nico Williams is not in, even though he doesn't really impress me that much, Inaki doesn't really impress me that much. I've gone with a Berenguer because he is 30. He's had a decent start to a season, to be fair, and he could be a problem again, depending on who we start at the fullbacks. I'm guessing it's going to be definitely Timber at right back, but left back, I don't know. Haven't got a clue. Will he start Calafiori again? No idea.
He has to.
You reckon?
He has to. The reason why I think he needs to, if he's a smart cookie, and I think he is.
Yeah.
What he has to start doing is to figure out what his starting 11 looks like when he's missing key players.
Yeah.
Now, feel me on this. Saka's out, Madueke comes in. This is the starting line. Get used to it, boys. Our left wing has to be Eze. Now, if the left wing is going to have to be Eze, there needs to be a relationship between Calafiori and Eze. Now, much like Timber and Madueke will start to have that relationship. So I think he needs to start setting up his first team, right, with key players there, and his second team with key players missing. And chopping and changing now isn't a good idea. I think Calafiori starts, and we bring on Skelly not as a left back but as a midfielder. That would probably be what I'd be looking for. I don't want to see Skelly playing left wing back. I don't.
No.
Not in this game. I want him to play in the midfield.
Yeah, I agree. So I was just looking at something that's just come up. So yeah. Sorry. Right. So Eze is meant to be £130 million player. Big steal if Verts is going for that. Unpopular opinion. Shout out to Palace. I'll be honest. If someone says, "Who would you rather have, Verts or Eze?" I would pick Eze. And that's nothing to do with me being an Arsenal fan or anything like that. I prefer Eze, and I know he's Premier League proven. With Verts, there's always that question mark. He is outstanding for the German national team. He was great in Germany. You always have to have that question mark when they come to Premier League. Is different. There is no other league like ours. Not saying it's the best, because I'm not saying that, but it's definitely different from the other big leagues. No, it's definitely Nico. Definitely Nico. Anarchy's fine.
Yeah, I checked it. Actually, I checked it. It is Nico.
Yeah, because I've literally got the injury list, because White is now on there. He's out till late September. So yeah. Oh, and Odegaard is now out till late December as well. So he looks like he could miss a City game as well.
Good.
So there has been changes in that.
Declan Rice can have the armband, and Ethan can take the 10. Finished.
Yeah, and as I said, Havertz will change. It's now changed to mid-October as well. So there has been changes. Even I did this. When did I do these slides? Yesterday afternoon. So yeah, there has been updates. So I just wanted to check myself, Chris, to be honest, because I have got the list in front of me now. Yeah, Sunset is a baller, but again, he's hit and miss. I wouldn't want to spend 80 million quid bringing him over here. Morning, gents. Chris and Dermot, thanks. Big up to you, mate. Sunset and Anarchy, only ones I rate from what I saw. I'm not convinced by Nico. I'll be honest, Anarchy doesn't really excite me either sometimes. Or Gazar. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that's how you probably say it. Big up to Dean. Morning, gents. What do you think of the new Champions League format? Personally, from last season, I'm convinced this is the way to go, because it's much more entertaining. What about you?
I like it too,
Steve? Oh, you like it too? Well, there we go. That's nice.
Yeah, I like it too. I was a bit skeptical, but after going through it, I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this a lot more.
Yeah. Temi saying White is a new Tomiyasu. Arteta playing players into ruin again. So what will happen with Berta is, if a player is constantly getting injured, we will find a way of getting them gone. We will not be paying people that are just constantly, which is obviously what happened with Tommy. So White is somewhat. Yeah, I'm not going to totally blame Arteta. He doesn't know how to manhandle. What's the bloody
manage?
Thank you. I don't know why I'm saying manhandle. manage.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if he's into that as well, but with the way he comes across, right?
But no, he doesn't know how to manhandle. I've just said it again. Manage, for God's sake.
Okay, guys. So there's a bit of news that's coming out right now, and he said it once or twice or thrice now that Mikel Arteta likes to manhandle his players.
Oh,
and we could all believe it in the chats. Huh?
But no, manage his players. We all know this. Florence, who is an absolute legend at the club for me, I love working with her. She updates me constantly about the club. She and Mikel do not get on, mainly because he doesn't listen to her. Look, managers do that. They don't listen to their medical team as much as they should. I wish they would, because at the end of the day, we're looking after expensive items that work for the club, so we have to treasure them, but we don't, because we like to ruin them. And White, for me, And White's a different situation because White is someone that does his job, goes home, and has nothing to do with football. Doesn't like it, doesn't like watching it. So he lives his life slightly different. I don't think, where I was saying like, next season I expect some people to be leaving, which might shock us. I think Ben White will be one of those. I expect him to be gone next summer. I will be shocked if he's still here. I just think to have two right backs of that quality, it just won't work. I'll be honest. Ben White can only play right back, if I'm honest. I don't think he's a centre back at all.
I don't think he's a wing back either.
No, well, he got away with it.
He
at
tries
Leeds.
to, but he's not comfortable playing wing back.
No, not the greatest. He got away with it at Leeds because Leeds obviously were in the Championship at the time, which is a different way of playing football than the Premier League. I'll be honest. You can play wing back at the Championship very easily. I'm not saying Championship's worse because it's not. I love the Championship. Everyone knows this about me. But as wing backs, it's a lot easier to get away with in the Championship. I personally do think we'll get rid of him next summer. That's just my personal opinion at this current stage. New format means lower league Manchester United can't qualify anymore.
Do they want to?
Well, yeah. Arteta throws injured players back. Well, I've said this. This is why I do the injury list the way I do them.
That's why Saliba is where he is right now. It's good. It's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Saka as well.
Yeah. Arteta is Peter Chico from Benidorm.
Oh, no. Oh, mate. Well done on that one.
Right, let's look at the battles that I think will be important tomorrow.
From the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If you wanna go, you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for it.
Okay, these are the battles that I think could be important. Obviously, I have no idea what Arteta's going to pick, and I'll be honest, I have no idea who's the Bilbao coach. I don't even know who his name is.
Sure. Old
Do
mate.
you know who is it?
Old mate.
Old mate.
Old mate. In Australia, when you don't know another person's name, you just call them old mate.
I have no. Who the hell is the?
No, old mate. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Who is it? I honestly haven't got a clue. It's Valverde. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, there you
I
go.
didn't know that. Oh, that's well. Actually, that's a decent coach, to be fair. Anyway, so Ariso against Eze, because I hope that Eze plays out on the left and Ariso will be the right back. I think that's an important battle. Berchiche against Madueke, because again, I think Berchiche will play on the left back and Madueke, I hope, plays on the right wing. But this is again trying to get into the mind of Arteta, which I don't particularly want to do. Again, I hope Nwaneri plays as the number 10, and I do think he'll be against Orgiza. I hope that's the right way we do it. Sunset against Zubimendi, I think because of the height as well, it's going to be an interesting battle. Zubimendi is obviously a lot smaller. Sunset is about 6 foot, I think. So fairly tall. So it's going to be an interesting battle. Obviously, this is Williams Inaki. I say again, it's so hard because I don't know how they're going to line up. Inaki can play left and right. Okay, so he could be up against Calafiori or Lewis Skelly, or he'll be up against Timber. So it's very hard, but Inaki will still be a problem. I just don't think he's that great. Zanardi, it's a tough one again because
How many goals?
Who for Zanardi?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't think has he got any?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
He's
that's
the Moroccan
that's
goal.
what I'm thinking.
He's the Moroccan striker.
Just checking it out now.
I don't know if he's got
against Sevilla.
Oh,
one goal against Sevilla.
Yeah,
he scored against
I just
Sevilla.
know he's a physical forward. But in all fairness,
look, Mosquera, you know what? Mosquera has been able to handle.
God, yeah.
Right, and Gabriel is a physical centre back.
Yeah.
Right. So
big time.
I think Sonate's going to have a very hard time in this game. Very hard.
Yeah, I do. I obviously we're not going to do predictions just yet, but I'll be shocked if it's not an Arsenal win. I'll be shocked. Kind of annoyed as well if we don't win tonight. So yeah, I'm trying to remember what's next, but I think it's people's chosen lineups. Sorry, I know I do this quite often, but sometimes I do forget what order everything goes in. I really do need to put an order for the show. Right, let's go into people's chosen lineups for this. Big up to the 250 people watching on a early Tuesday morning as well. I do appreciate it because obviously this is not a normal time for me to do a show. So Steve is going to be going and rating all these squads as I go through them. There's no horrendous ones like there were last time I did this show, where we had Marino up front in one of them, which was interesting, to say the least. Anyway, so the first squad, yeah, trust me, it was mad. We had Gyökeres playing on the left wing in that team as well. So it was Gyökeres on the left wing, Marino up front.
The guy's a tank. How anyway?
Yeah, I know. Honestly.
Have they not seen how big this guy actually is?
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
He's no Sensi Cazorla, trust me. No, you know what I mean?
Right. We're going to start
Gabriel
with
Gabriel might have to look up. But anyway.
Yeah, we've got Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Zubimendi, Rice, Waneri, Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres. What are you going to give that out of 10?
I'd give that an 8. I'm not happy with Martinelli. Lewis, Skelly, I'll flip a coin on it.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm going to really pick on that one is Martinelli on the pitch. That's all.
No, I agree.
He doesn't deserve the minutes. In my
opinion.
I
don't. No. Look, everyone knows he's been my favourite player for a good couple of years at the club. I'm done with him. So, yeah, I don't want to see him. I'll be honest, I would sell him for 35 million quid right now. It's still a profit. So,
oh, my God, I'd shake your hand and buy your case for 35 million on him.
Yeah, I know.
Who's going to pay that?
I know. Well, we want a lot more than that, but we ain't going to get that. I can promise you that. Well, this is where Burst has got to try and change. And it is. This is where this does.
Tough job.
Because
trying to make us a better selling team. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. And if he can do that, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Mr. Magician he is.
Yeah, I agree. So the next team is Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Calafiori, Rice, Marino, Eze, Madueke, Trossard, and Gyökeres.
6.
Ooh, 6.
That lineup there, we'd be lucky to get 1-0.
Is that because of the Marino and Trossard?
The Marino and Trossard. The left side will be useless completely. It'll be completely dead. And it would be Eze hung out to dry. It just won't work. Moreno would destroy the right side with Madueke because I'm thinking he'd play on the right.
Yeah.
Rice would play the left. And Trossard and Rice linking up. Yeah, I don't think so. If Trossard has a great game, yeah, maybe. But it would have to take one of those wonderful moments from Trossard. I think it's Rice and Marino cannot be on the pitch at the same time unless you're looking for a draw. If you're looking for a draw, you put them together. Tall Timber, there you go. That's if you're looking for a draw, in my opinion.
No, fair enough. Next one. Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Calafiori, Zubimendi, Marino, Eze, Madueke, Trossard, and Gyökeres.
Okay, so obviously Zubimendi 6, Marino 8, Eze 10, Madueke is going to play 7, Trossard's going to play 11, Gyökeres is going to play the 9. Yeah, the left side will be a little bit better with Calafiori and Trossard maybe, but yeah, I'm sorry, I just see Marino and Trossard with zero link up. I mean, what would you think? Marino and Trossard, these two players on the left side, one on the left side of the midfield and one on the left wing. I don't know what options Marino is going to give to Trossard to get him out of trouble.
No.
And honestly, if that happens, I don't think Calafiori is going to be very effective on the left side.
I've stated this, and this is no hated on Marino because he is, as a player, he's a good player. Again, it's a very Odegaard situation. I love the player. I think he's a very good player. Doesn't fit our system at all. I don't understand him. So I don't want to see Marino. Marino is a great squad player. To maybe bring him on 10 minutes left where we're trying to shut out a game. He would be great for that. Because he's very good at keeping control of the ball, and brilliant. Trossard again, great coming off the bench. I don't like watching him play from the beginning because you never know what you're going to get with him. So again, So what we're going to give this a 6 again?
Yeah, because it just it would make. Remember, we want it to be left wing, right wing, and we want the left wing, right, to be different when it comes to attacking the right wing. We know what the right brings. We want the left to be different. If they're both the same, like for like, the defenders, all they have to do is mimic each other, left and right.
No, I agree. Next team, this is different. Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Calafiori, Lewis Skelly, Zubamendi, Nwaneri, Madueke, Eze, and Gyökeres. I like this personally.
Yeah, Lewis Skelly playing 8.
Well, playing as so it's like a double pivot. Obviously, Lewis Skelly.
Double pivot of Lewis Skelly and Zubamendi. I like it too. Now that would be, you know what? Now that's a decent shout, isn't it?
And
because Lewis Skelly doesn't mind traveling forward either. He likes going forward.
He loves. Yeah,
and I reckon his link up play with Eze would be good.
Oh God, yeah.
And Nwaneri, right?
Yeah.
And I mean that would be great for Gyökeres because now Madueke gets the pressure taken off him. You don't know where you're going to go now. It's like, it's it left, is it right? And one-touch football, you'll see a lot of it with that lineup. A lot of one-touch. And with Calafiori in the back as well, ball over the top as well. I like it. That's a 9 for me.
Oh, lovely. No, I do like that one. It's a very, very good one.
Interesting.
It is. Unfortunately, we're going to have to see Marino again. Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Calafiori, Rice, Marino, Eze, Nwaneri on the right, Madueke on the left, and Gyökeres up front. Slightly different. We've still got Marino, but I totally agree with you. It's like having 2 Mitchell brothers in the midfield. It's pointless. So what do you make of this one, mate?
5. And the reason why it's 5 is, again, the midfield. The midfield is just going to be horrific. Nwaneri is not a winger. He can try it on. And Madueke on the left, we've seen it. It's not good. It doesn't look good. I think for us, I want to go back to you're a right winger, we'll play you on the right. You're a left winger, I'll play you on the left. You're an 8, I'll play you as an 8. I want to play the players in their natural positions and try and get the most out of them. Here, it just feels, don't get me wrong, I understand what we're trying to do, but if you put Rice and Moreno in that double pivot side by side, you've got nothing happening on the left-hand side. And if you can imagine that there's not going to be any support. Eze is going to be run ragged, and it'll be easy to shut Eze down like this. Very easy, in my opinion.
No, I agree. Right, next one. The final one. Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Hincapié, Zubamendi, Rice, Eze, Madueke. Sorry, Martinelli's back, and Gyökeres.
I don't know about Hincapié because he hasn't had any minutes. So I can't judge him. But I wouldn't be interested in bringing on an unknown left wing back in Hincapié into this game. Especially when you're going to handicap Hincapié with Martinelli in front of him.
Yeah.
Because you're going to expose him. And it's not going to be his fault when things go wrong. It'll be more than likely Martinelli that causes the issues. I'm sorry. Anytime I see Martinelli playing left wing, it's not going to be good because he's predictable. He will run from post to post, wing to wing, look up, and then it'll be Aaron Ramsey back pass, and it'll be Eze or Hincapié that has to clean that up. And that's going to expose Hincapié, right? Yep. That means Gabriel has to come forward too. So our defensive line is now, I'm sorry, that'll probably be a 6. I wouldn't give it a 5, but I'll give it a 6.
No, fair enough. So 6 for that. Right. Excellent stuff. Right. Let's get into the comments before we start playing the challenge, which is next. Right. Let's have a look. Love that sparring video for the battle, by the way. Yes. Rest in peace to Ricky Hatton. Yes. Totally agree. Yeah. I think for the battle, it's obviously just... it's important for me, and obviously I know Steve is a big boxer as well, and yeah, I just thought it was important for the video, to be honest. Confirms there will be 6 sprint races in 2026: Shanghai, Miami, Montreal, Silverstone, Do they normally do one in Holland, Chris? I don't watch the sprint races, but is that the same sprint races as this season? You have to let me know. Why pick Singapore as a sprint? No, over. That's epic. Yeah, because that's the street circuit, isn't it? The one I love. But yeah, there's definitely no major overtaking on there. Brenny gone for a team as well. I know Temmy's got one. Raya Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel Zumamendi. Hey, is he missing someone? Rennie, you've missed someone.
We're playing with 10 men.
Yeah.
Who needs a left wing back?
Yeah.
We don't
Who needs a left?
Forget about left back.
Let's have a look.
Left out the left back.
I know. Obviously, Temi hasn't, because he combines the two. Raya, Mosquera, Galiba. I don't want to see Saliba, I'll be honest. Calafiori, Rice, MLS, Eze. I like that. That's, well, apart from Trossard. Sorry, I feel like I'm always picking on certain players, but no. Right, let's have a look. No alternative teams, thank you, Berta. Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Hincape, Zubamendi, Rice, Waneri, Madueke, Eze, Jokeres. I like that. Morning to Canners. Saliba needs to play as we need him for Man City at weekend. As good as Mosquera is, we need Saliba to prove his fitness for that game. No.
I need Saliba for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's not even 90%, I'll be honest. So no,
Mosquera's fine.
Yeah, Mosquera is outstanding, I'll be honest. And anyone that wants to say, oh, he's not looking quite, honestly, have we noticed any difference?
When you don't notice that, like he's playing in Saliba's position. Was anyone phased? I mean, there was one time against Forest, but it was cleaned up. Yeah. But I'll be honest with you, even Saliba has a bozo moment.
Yeah.
So I don't honestly, I'll be happy for Mosquera to play against City and allow Saliba more time to rest and come back 100%. And the same goes at Saka. I don't care how important games are. The season is more important.
Yeah. No, I agree. So yeah, I don't want to see him. I'll be honest. Look, I don't want to see him on the bench.
No.
And I'll be honest. This will probably sound mental. I'm not that scared of City now.
No.
I used to be petrified of them. I'm not anymore. I've seen City this season. They're more entertaining, which for me has actually made them less of a threat, because they're more entertaining again. They were very controlled beforehand, and I hated watching them. But they're more entertaining, which actually makes them easier to beat, in my opinion. So yeah. Do you not think Calafiori is mental? He is absolutely mental. But that's why I love him, because he is mental. And I'll be honest, having Heinzer at the club will help him, because Heinzer and Calafiori are very similar. Because that's kind of how Heinzer played as well. He was a left wing back kind of type thing, and went forward a lot and bombed forward a lot. I guarantee there's a lot of games, if you watch some of his highlights, guaranteed he would have been in the front four at some point in some games. Heinzer was mental, but Heinzer has added something that I didn't expect at Arsenal. I was question mark the appointment personally. I thought we'd go a different route, but Heinzer has impressed me. He's added something different to the way that we play. Mosquera is learning a lot from him, and obviously we're talking about we talk about Hincape, because obviously Hincape we've not seen him yet. But Hincape I'm excited by, because everyone knows I wanted Hato at the club. Everyone knows this. No shock. Yeah. I'm disappointed he went to Chelsea. But if anyone says, if you couldn't get Hato, who else would you get? I would literally say Hincape, because he is literally a slightly older version of Hato. So I am excited to see Hincapié, but I'll be honest, right now, I don't see him getting into the squad because Calafiori is impressing me a lot. Like last season, question marks on him. Defensively, yeah, a little bit suspect. He's really impressed me this season so far. And I'll be honest, Hincapié's got his work cut out because I was expecting Hincapié to pretty much take that left back role.
I wasn't.
Oh, really?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. How cool? Because you had faith in Calafiori, or you just didn't think
I'd seen bits and pieces of Calafiori last season where I was like, it was good. Then, I know he fell off and everything, and I was like, you know what? There's no way you can show me that quality and then all of a sudden drop off like crazy.
Yeah.
And then this season, look at him this season. This season, he'll play on the right wing and then travel back with playing 3 in the back, and all of a sudden he's gone from one end to the other end, and he's doing a diagonal run to cover. As long as he stays fit, Hincapié's going to have a hard time.
Okay,
that's the only thing that worries me about Calafiori, fitness.
Yeah,
because
fair enough.
It is a big deal.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely had a few issues last season, didn't he? I just think if Calafiori continues like that, you will get caught out at some point, and then there's a gap.
But that's the nature of the game. Timber gets caught out, you're in trouble. Trent Alexander-Arnold gets caught out, you're in trouble. But that's why when Calafiori goes up, Gabriel shifts to the left, and we play 3 in the back. But you're never going to see Calafiori and Timber going at the same time, much like Liverpool.
Yeah,
you're always going to see one go up, and they shift across. And in a minute of time, Gabriel will shift across, but half the time you're going to see a midfielder lock into that position. Used to be Granit Xhaka once, back in the day. Yeah. So you know what? I'm all for it. I'm all for it because it means
100%.
goals.
Yeah, exactly. Hincapié is 100% he's going to need some minutes.
Yes.
And I do think Port Vale. I know it sounds. I do feel sorry for Hincapié. I'll be honest. For people that don't know, Port Vale is in the Stoke-on-Trent area, which is just up the road from me. It's going to be one hell of a night for him because the ground's decent, but the place is a shithole. There's no other ways of me putting it. It's a shithole. So it's going to be one shock if that's his debut. I'll be honest. So I feel sorry for him. No, they don't do one in Holland, Singapore. Oh, okay. With Barbie smaller, but Azerbaijan was disaster and chaos. They did a sprint in Azerbaijan. What, round that castle? That's just mental. No. I said Webster should rename the world horsepower to Calafiori.
How many Calafioris you got? 600 and
I know. Calafiori, yeah, he honestly, he entertains me. I know I enjoy that. I just smile. Even he was getting taught by the linesman the other day. Was it last game or the day before about how to do a throw in properly? That was quite entertaining. He actually didn't back chat him. He just literally listened to him, which I thought was brilliant. Won't be liking Hazard. Oh, why is he going to Red Bull? Oh, we better not be.
I bet you is.
Oh, everywhere. And hey, well, kind of right. But yeah, there are some nice places. But no, Stoke-on-Trent is a horrible place. I'll be honest, it's not nice. Anyway, the only reason Steve came on here was to do the challenge. And I will warn you, there is no retro challenge because we've never played Bilbao before, so it's pointless. However, there will be one to play next week against Port Vale. Yes, you heard it right. A retro challenge for Port Vale fans. Yes! Get in there. Anyway, let's do the challenge. Right, for people that have not played this before or new to this is how it works. Choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition. No unavailable players. 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition must be selected. Excuse me. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. Now, people have been trying this lately. No, don't have it. Once you select a player, you've got him. Formation of the home team is always selected. So this is a 4-2-3-1. Okay. Now, the people that I don't decide this, I actually do ask the opposition what they agree with the formation. So it's never my choice. It's always what they agree, because I think that's the fairest way. Because I could just come up with they play a 4-4-2. It's up to the opposition fans what they formation is. No former players, present squad only. I'll be honest, I wouldn't remember any players that play for Bilbao anyway.
I barely know the ones that are there.
Well, because Geeks come up with this last season, you do have a list now. So
Thank
a list,
God for that. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Thankfully, Geeks come up with this idea, and it does really help, because obviously there are going to be games that you go, who? Especially when we play the Kazakhstan team, because that I cannot wait for. And I'll be honest, I can't wait for the fact that I've got to try and say the names, which are going to be fantastic. So, yeah, I can't say names as it is. I'm not even going to go through some of these names, Steve. They're all there.
Not worth it. It's not worth it. 2
goalkeepers, 7 defenders, 8 midfielders, and 4 forwards. Now, this is Champions League squad. I know there's more available. But this is the list that is given to UEFA. So write to someone who cares if someone's missing from the list.
Right.
And obviously that Williams is his Naki, because obviously Nico is not available.
Yeah, because I would have picked Nico, even though he hasn't been great. But yeah, it is what it is.
But that's the reason it's just Williams is because obviously Anarchy is the only one that's fit. Nico is out. So do you want to start with the Bilbao players first?
Yeah, I mean,
I will try and help as much as I can with it,
because they're so shit, right? I'd probably take, because we're playing 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
I'd take their CDM in that Giza float, in that Giza bloke.
The one that I picked, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say yeah to that.
Okay. All right. Who's your
I'd take
next
that.
one,
I mean,
mate?
this is horrible that I'm doing this.
Yeah.
This is shit. I'd take their right back.
The one that I went with, Ariso.
Ariso, yeah, because you said he's forward, he's attack minded, and that's what I need on that right side, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take their goalkeeper over freaking Reyes. They can get fucked with that.
Yeah.
We can't do that. We can't. We
Okay,
can't.
Ariso.
Can't. So there's 2 players. Oh shit. We've got to pick one out of the midfield, don't we?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just bear with me for a minute, because I've just realised Ariso is not on the list, but I'm pretty sure he is registered. And it won't be your. I promise I won't auto foul you, because if you have picked him and he's not available, but
because I'm picking right now, I'm like that's 1-2 players.
But Ariso's not on there. Why is he not on there? Give me 2 sets. I just need to check he's actually on the list. For some reason, he is on there. For some reason, I've just missed his. Oh, I know why. Because Leku was the next one, so I had to avoid him. Okay, so Ariso is definitely on the list. I just haven't written.
This is to create a combined starting 11, right?
Basically, yeah, and obviously we're going to try and rate it.
So I'd love to bench every single player, but anyway.
Yeah, but no, it's to make basically to like look at the opposition and respect them a little bit more than we probably would at the beginning. But I'll be honest, this is going to be tricky, because I'll be honest, no one really worries me in this team, if I'm honest. And I don't normally go into many games like that, because I normally go, oh yeah, Forest are going to cause us problems here, there, and everywhere. Bilbao, I'll be honest, I'm not that scared, which is a bit of a weird thing to say.
But I wasn't phased either. Like, I looked, and I'm thinking, if we just drop the same blueprint that we did against Nottingham Forest, it's over. Literally over. If we just drop that team that we had against Nottingham Forest against Bilbao, just forget about it. It's done. It's done within the first 45. But shit, man, you got me here. Like, I gotta pick a winger, and I'm probably gonna pick Williams. So we're gonna have to pick Williams.
Do you want to put him on the left or the right?
I have to put him on the right, and Madueke is not going to be selected now.
Okay,
I can't select Madueke.
So you've got 2 more still, mate.
Yeah, no, it's difficult, isn't it? Shit. So I've picked picked a winger. Is that Williams count as a? I mean, it's midfielder winger.
Yeah,
I can't pick their forward.
You've covered all the rules that you need to with a 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward. So you're fine now. So you can pick whatever 2 players you want. So if you want to go for the goalkeeper, whatever, so whatever you want to do.
All right, we'll go the goalkeeper. We'll have to go the goalkeeper.
Yep.
We'll have to go the goalkeeper, and I'm gonna take. I have to take one of the centre backs.
Okay.
And
Which
flip
one?
a coin on either one.
Okay.
I'll take their left, their right-sided centre back to replace Mosquera.
Okay, so that's Vivian. Okay, cool. All right, so Arsenal players. Now we've got a left back. So who are you choosing as your left back?
Calafiori all day. Calafiori and Gabriel side by side.
All right, cool. That covers the next question. The other DM, who are you going with?
Zubimendi.
Zubi. Okay.
Yep.
Attacking midfielder.
Well, this is gonna be interesting. That's gonna be Ethan.
Okay. Left winger, I'm guessing, is Eze.
Yep.
And Gyökeres up front.
All day.
Okay. This is nothing to do with Arsenal, more to do with the club you're having to pick from. Max score, I feel, is an 8. I just don't think there's anything that I'm too. This is where I end up doing the match reaction tomorrow, and we were heavily beaten because I'm not scared of them, which is really weird. But
It
yeah,
just,
knowing
we
my
can,
lot,
the only way we can
tomorrow.
be worried is if Arteta fields a team of stupid.
Oh yeah, well yeah, true.
He makes it difficult. And Berta, please listen to me. Arteta has a thing where he just likes to makes it more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Can we just iron that out? Football is simple, like a toilet. It's nothing. Horses for courses. Like it's not hard unless you want it to be hard. Okay? And Moreno's his boy, and he's trying to put him on the pitch to say, look, I got it right, and I'm a midfielder, and I picked a good midfielder. You haven't. You really haven't. That's why nobody came knocking on our door for him in a transfer window, man.
Yeah.
But anyway.
For me, and this is where fans of all clubs need to listen to, if no one is coming for your players, it tells you everything about how good they are. Okay? And look, if you're a good club with great players, and you can ask PSG, you can ask Real Madrid, you can ask City, you can ask, trying to think of someone else, Munich, pretty much every single player that they have, someone tries to approach them for. When it comes to Arsenal, not as many players are that interested by other clubs. I'll be honest. And this is where I always put my feet back on the ground and go, well, they're obviously not as good as we think they are, because all these big clubs will come after them. They're just not as good as we think they are, people. So, as I said, max 8 score. You've gone with Simon, Ariso, Calafiori, Vivian, Gabriel, Orgiza, Subimendi, Waneri, Williams, Eze, Gyökeres. I can't not score that an 8 because it's a good squad. I like Vivian. He's a hard-working defender. I wouldn't say he's outstanding, but he's does the job. He's basically a tin of Ron still. So yeah, 8. Well done, mate. You are up against 2 people in Real and Tim. We'll start with Tim first. He's gone with Simon, Timber, Laporte, Gabriel, Berchichi, Zubimendi, Giza, Eze, Madueke, Berenga, and Gyökeres. Yeah, that's an 8. Laporte, obviously.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. That's not a bad lineup.
Obviously,
that's if Sunset has a good, plays well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Laporte, I don't expect him to start because I think the documents only went in last week. So he's not been able to be trained with them. So I think it's too early for him to start. Real has gone with Simon, Timber, Vivian, Gabriel Hincape. Di Galarreta, Zubimendi. I think that Di Galarreta is like a 33-year-old or something like that. Sunset, Berenga, Madueke. Oh Jesus, that's a 7. Sorry, I can't be scoring someone that's put Madueke as a left winger.
Yeah, no,
that's Steve.
I'm sorry, it's just he hasn't played well as a left wing. It's just let's not do that.
He looks fantastic on the right. I've always said this about Madueke. I got to watch him a lot with Lee at the under 21s. Lee Carsley, big shout out because he's done wonders with the under 21s. Madueke is a very versatile forward, but his main strength is on the right. He can float from left to right, but I still want him on the right if anyone was going to pick a position for him. He is fantastic. He is dangerous. He's electric. We saw it at the weekend. I was amazed by him, but I've always loved him anyway. I'll ignore the Chelsea thing because that's Chelsea. That's their problem, not mine.
Havertz look better at Arsenal. Madueke is looking better at Arsenal. I just want to see Madueke's end product. Just end product. I want to see you done all the work. Now, either an assist, please, or is it going to be a goal? I want to see something from the hard work. That's all I want from Madueke. But apart from that, so far, fair enough.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the comments before we get into predictions. Sorry, I've just seen some. We all want out of UK. I used to, Chris, but the place I wanted to go to has just gone as mental as the place that I live now. So I'm stuck in Bilbao at the moment. Yeah, I won't be going to the place I want to go to because that is just as mental as what it is here. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. I like Hadjar. Please don't do this to me. Oh, God. Sonoda will have no seat at the moment, but Sonoda doesn't deserve a seat. But Alpine, oh, Jesus Christ. How the hell does he... Lindblad from F2 will go Vika. Oh, okay. I've no idea who Lindblad is. I'll trust you to tell me how good he is. But we heard they get mad when you call their Club Athletic Bilbao and insist it's Athletic Club. Yeah, I'll be honest, mate. I don't know what the problem is out there, but you have to say it in a specific way. I just call them Bilbao, but that's just me because that's where they're from. So I apologise if I upset people, but I don't really care. So Chris has gone for the challenge as well. Simon, Eliso, Mosquera, Gabriel, Timber. Oh, he's a clever young lad. Algiza, Sunset, Madueke. Oh, that's an 8. Well done, mate. I have no issues with that at all. My tough choice was centre back or DM, but I don't rate. No, Vivian's not too bad, and Paredes isn't too bad, but they're just bog standard centre backs. They're like yeah, like they're nothing fancy, but they'll do
shot stoppers, blockers. That's it. That's what we're here to do.
Exactly. Someone said Arteta likes Marino because he reminds you of slow punches on the shadows of
But he's a baller. All I hear is he's a baller. He's a baller. But he, in my opinion, I just thought he's a baller. So he just hands the ball away to people because that's what he does.
Yeah.
That's what he does when he's under pressure and it's quick. See you later.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. Look, you know what? He's 29 years old, getting close to 30. You know, we'll soon be rid of him.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the most positive I could take. He's not going to be here long. I don't need to see him for 10 years.
And I bet you Berta's looking at how much we paid for him and his age, and he's thinking, "Are you guys like stupid?" Right?
Well, no.
Like, are you guys really stupid? Now,
yeah.
Look, if it was Kevin De Bruyne, I could understand your argument, but you just spent that much on a player that old, knowing that you'll never see any money back for him. Whose brilliant idea was that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, fair shout. No worries, mate. That's pretty much. That's how I think the discussion would have gone.
Yeah. This is the thing, people. People need to remember and go back and find out the new stories because you don't believe me. It was all in the press last summer. Arteta went to Josh and demanded that we got this guy. No one else. It was all Arteta. This is why now Berta's in control. It's a much better summer window because this is the type of player that Mikel wants. He's Marino. He would have. I guarantee we would have only got 4 players in this summer if it was all Mikel. And I would put money on the 4 players that we would have signed. I would have probably got it right. Now, I know this is way too early because a lot of things will change. But at the moment, because we are discussing it, because we have to plan ahead and all that kind of stuff, next summer is looking like a 3 to 5 in window, which is good. That's what I want. I don't need much change. 3 to 5 is decent. I don't need an 8-player window again. I think we've done what we needed to this window. We still need that left winger. That might happen in January. If not, it will definitely happen next summer because we all know there's a problem. Martinelli, Trossard, not going to work. Trossard, and for people that keep going, oh, Trossard signed a new contract. Yes, he signed a wage increase, which he was entitled to and deserved, in my opinion, because he was on wages that are similar to players that played no role in the club. He does play a role, and he does deserve the look. I don't agree with everyone's wage structure. Don't get the words twisted. But he does deserve to be on the similar wage as everyone else that plays exactly the same amount of games. So he does deserve that wage increase. He didn't get an extension. That does tell you everything about it. If we can get the right money, he will be sold. Simple as that. It would have happened last summer. Well, the summer's literally just gone. We would have sold him if the right price came in and he wanted to leave to go to this specific club. He was very close, but didn't go. So new contracts don't mean the same thing as they used to anymore. Because I'll be honest, there was a player that signed a new contract for a different club. This is a whole different club situation. And they were willing to listen to prices of a certain amount and still sell him, even though he just signed I think it was a 5-year new deal. That club still would have listened to offers of that. New contracts don't mean the same anymore.
It's business, isn't it?
Yep, exactly. Because new contracts actually stabilize the market value of that player, or in some cases, actually increase the market value of that player. So it's actually very sensible to sign him on a new deal and then sell him immediately.
Yeah. You've got years. You're selling years.
Exactly. I know it sounds horrible, doesn't it? Because if you
no,
look,
it's business. You're selling years.
Yeah.
You've got him for 4 more years, so we can play this game for another 3. What do you want to do? You want to buy him now? We don't need to sell. So that's the game to play. Whereas if you only got 1 year left, regardless if you need the money or not, you need to sell because you ain't signing. So now you're not selling years, you're selling minutes. It's just business, but Mikel Moreno's only got 20 seconds left, so who cares?
Exactly. Chris saying
31, like we should have got Xhaka, but anyway.
Chris, well, so like Miss Laporte out, forgot he went. Yeah, I think a lot of the transfers have actually gone under the radar because obviously the big people only talk about specific people because that's where the money is. Laporte, there wasn't much money in that transfer deal, so it kind of went under the radar. But yeah, I think his documents only went in last week, which you are allowed to do within reason. So yeah, Madueke and Mosquera have proved me wrong so far in a good way. Madueke hasn't proved me wrong. He's proved exactly what I thought we were going to get in. He's a fantastic, and I don't like saying this word, but this is what he is. Back up to Saka. There is not much of a drop off, and if anything, he adds something different to that right wing than Saka does, in my opinion. I'm not saying Saka's a worse player, but Madueke is a slightly different right winger than Saka is. Where Madueke loves taking people on, pushing him to the brink. I call Madueke, where Saka doesn't. He plays a little bit more careful. Now, this could be down to Arteta. I'll be honest, it probably is. But Madueke couldn't give a fuck at the moment, which I like. At some point, he might be told to control it, but at the moment, he's just doing what.
Yeah, Saka's been a bit more pragmatic, hasn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. Temi, I've been there. I've got 2 medals to prove it. I don't want to go back there, especially on holiday or to move there. But that's not the country I want about. Lindblad was part of the Red Bull Academy, but again, he's 7th in. Okay. Oh, well. Wait, is it going to be different now because Horner's buggered off? Will they pick someone different? People rating Marino because he's played alongside better players at Spain.
How about this? Can I flip this for a real quick one? That's a good point, right? But I come back and say, yeah, maybe he plays along better players in Spain, but look at his opposition. Yeah. He played good against Turkey. Cool story. The equivalent to Leeds.
It's mad, isn't it? Marino is a
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Chris. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what he is.
Bobby
He is a body. I see him as a body. That's all he is. Because in the midfield where he's supposed to play, make an impact. He doesn't, right? So he's just a body. He's just a lamppost.
Yeah.
That's all he is. He's just a waste of space and a waste of money. It's not his fault, though. It's not his fault.
No,
I don't blame him. I don't
No.
blame Kai. I don't blame
No.
any player that's come to this team and been sold a dream.
You're spot on, because everyone seemed the Madueke thing was ridiculous. I'm still ashamed of the fans that were attacking him. And I'll be honest, even some of the big YouTubers out there that are Arsenal fans and went out on, and all of a sudden I've not seen an apology or anything like that.
No, you
but
won't.
They should,
because people can't admit they're wrong.
Well, I'm disappointed because look. At the end of the day, I've supported Arsenal for many, many years. There's been a lot of players I would never want Arsenal to touch. Chris Kwame, everyone knows I hated the fact he signed anyone from Ipswich Town Football Club, because they are the team I hate the most in the world. So anytime we signed anyone, it was Richard Wright, Chris Kwame, the two players that come to my head, never wanted them, would never support them. But once they're in the club, I support them because they're wearing the Arsenal. But I would never go, oh, don't come anywhere near my fucking club. I personally wouldn't want them. But I trust the manager. I trust the club now. I don't trust the manager. I trust the club, because Berta is doing a great job. Now, everyone for some reason is saying, Mikel wanted Madueke. Not a single, apart from Zubamendi, and Kepa was a joint decision. I know you mentioned Norgard, but Norgard was a situation that, because there was no way we could get out the Zubamendi deal, Berta wanted someone with Premier League experience that wasn't expensive. So hence Norgard. But if we could have got Zubamendi cancelled, sorry, but it could have happened if there was a way that we could get out of it, because he wanted to go in a different route. He wanted a younger, not a very young, like a 19, he would wanted like a 22, 23-year-old DM to come in with a 27, 28-year-old DM. I know the names, and I personally would have been quite happy with those names if they came in. But because we couldn't get out of Zubi, we had to go with the more Premier League experience, cheap. Norgard's a dirt cheap. Admittedly, I'm annoyed by the signing because he hasn't played for us yet. I do think he's going to add something to our team when he does come in, because he's a threat from set pieces. He's hard working. I'll be honest, I'm more interested in watching him than Marino, because I love Norgard. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm so, and this again, it's not any hate towards Marino. I know it sounds like it, but Marino has, as a player, I love watching him at Sociedad. I wasn't that impressed at Dortmund, because Dortmund's my German team, so I got to see him there. Definitely was not impressive at Newcastle. But I just knew he wouldn't fit in our team, because he's too. It's not him. He's a slow player. I want us to be faster, more exciting going forward. Marino will slow us down every single time.
What team does he get into in the Premier League?
West Ham.
There you go. Marino, you know what I say, he hit the ground running? Marino hit the ground with his face. That's what he's done at Arsenal. In the 8, in the 10 role. We're forcing it too much. Way too much. And hence the reason why I watch him, but I watch everybody.
Yeah.
And I really look at players, and that's why Calafiori, I look at, and Eze was an easy one, but I watch him more and more. And then when people sit there and want to praise him, I just think to myself, I'm sorry, you guys are not watching the game. You guys are just on an agenda, much like Madueke. I mean, you remember with Kai Havertz, when we signed him, I couldn't stand him.
Yeah.
Because I hated him at Chelsea. But when he started performing, I called myself out on my own channel.
Yeah.
And even till now, I give Kai Havertz benefit of the doubt. I know he's injured, but he did a job for Arsenal better than what he did at Chelsea. Plain and simple. And Madueke right now, I didn't want him, but when I brought him in, I said, okay, I understand it's depth, and he's doing a job. He's hungry for that right wing, right? And you know what? Yes, he hasn't led to goals, but he has been wreaking havoc on the right side. Let's just wait and see how it goes. Yeah. But anyone who's going to come out and butcher a player, and because you don't like him, it's fair enough. But back it up. And if that player comes good later on, be big enough a man to say, you know what? Shit, he
Yeah.
showed me. I'm on the bandwagon because I was not in belief. I wasn't believing it. I believe the hype now. Fair shout.
Yeah.
But you won't get that. You won't get that because everybody just wants to be. Oh, I was right.
Yeah.
No, mate. No, mate. In life, you're going to be wrong as much as you're right, and it's about how you respond to being wrong, because that will dictate how many times you're going to be right. If you're going to be pig-headed, you're always going to be a 50-50. But if you
Mm.
open your eyes a bit, maybe as you get older, it'll be more of a 70-30 in the right fashion. But anyway, it is what it is. It's YouTube.
It is, mate. It is. Good point on value being stable. I said on Brenny's show last night, Salah will leave us at the end of the season. Yep, 100% he'll leave at the end of the season. We'll get good. Yeah, you will. You'll get a decent fee for him. He will definitely pay till 40. He is definitely in the Ronaldo mould, in my opinion, of how long he can play. As much as I didn't rate Madueke, but there's reason to go picking him for England, and I rate Thomas Tuchel as well. I think he'll do well for England. If I'm Hazard, I would stay one more year at VCARB, then move, because we don't know how Red Bull will go with the Ford engines next season. Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. Who's likely to come back from Ferrari at Manchester United? 2 teams. Mate, honestly, the United situation, I don't find funny. Obviously, I work within the well, I know you do, but I work within the football field, and I'll be honest, there is a lot of shock within hierarchy of many situations within football of what is going wrong with United. No one can really put the finger on it, and it's kind of shocking. And I feel for the fans. That's the only people I feel sorry for, is the fans.
Why?
It's just the way I am, mate. I'm built differently, unfortunately.
Not all the fans, but they've been arrogant for a long time, right? And remember, they were the ones that pushed Banter FC, that slogan on us, right?
Yeah, true.
And I remember saying it. I go, don't worry, everyone has their time, you know. Don't worry. Remember, we were in sync when it came to our successes. You guys were more successful, but we were in sync when we were successful. So now that Arsenal dropped off, now it's your turn. All right, we were fucking around for 15 to 16 years. They've got more. They've got what? How many years has it been now? United have been a bit of a joke.
Jesus.
Has it been 20 years yet? No.
No.
All right, still got some time.
Yeah, true. What's happened more times? Chris Wilder going back to Sheffield United, or Tyson Fury retiring? Yeah, I can't believe Wilder's back. I'll be honest, the only person I want sacked right now is Russell Martin at Rangers, because I don't know what the fuck he's doing at my Scottish club. But he's screwing us over, because we're not even in the, I think we're like 10th or 11th in the Scottish League.
You lose to Hearts recently?
Yes, lost to Hearts. Hearts are obviously top of the league. Got battered in Champions League. To be honest, he got away with the game against Celtic. Celtic would just pour that game themselves, but the guy that does not deserve to be at Rangers Football Club. He is a shockingly bad manager. I will state this till the day I die. Rangers deserve a good quality manager. Personally, go and get David Moyes. Do whatever you need to.
Yeah.
Marino wasn't even associated. No, 100%. 100% he wasn't. Look.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's just mad. Well said, Ozzy. I have no sympathy for Manchester United. When they were top, they laughed at us, and Arsenal during their bad times. Bobby Russell Martin was my good part. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. The fact that he's appointed a failed Carlisle manager as part of his coaching staff. I've got, Chris, you know, this is not me hating on Carlisle. Tells you everything. This is Rangers football
levels.
Rangers Football Club. I know everyone says, "Oh, Scottish football's rubbish." It's not. But when it's Celtic Rangers,
in their world, there is levels to this.
Yeah. I've said this, and I will state this, and I personally hope it happens one day, many years in the future. If Rangers and Celtic ever join the Premier League, and they were given the finances that we give the Premier League teams, I can guarantee you both of those teams will be top 8 every season, because the fan base is huge. And I do mean it's not just Scotland, but the people all over the world support them. Look, I've done this YouTube stuff long enough, and people have surprised me every time. When I do National League playoff finals, I remember a couple of seasons ago, Notts County against, I can't remember who they played, but I had people from South America, Scandinavia, Africa, who supported Notts County. Like, what the hell? But once I asked them, and I do ask people in the comments, you know, where did this come from? It's because their colours match whoever they support in that country, and I love that.
Okay.
That is amazing. That's the simple way of just loving someone in a different country, just on the colours. That's fantastic, and they actually do know about their club as well. It's not just, oh, I support Notts County, but know nothing about the club. Like, I have teams from all over Europe because I have a soft spot for a reason or whatever. And you should know something about the club. And if you do, then great. And I love the fact that I had people from South America, Scandinavia going, come on, not Scandinavia. It's just fantastic, lovely. And it's the same with Rangers. Guarantee you, every part of the corner of the world, there will be a Rangers fan and a Celtic fan. As much as I hate Celtic, because I'm a Rangers fan, there are going to be fans all over the world. They are just as big as the biggest clubs in Europe because they have pedigree, they have history. Yes, they win the titles a lot because, you know, it's only two real big clubs in Scotland anyway. But there was a time there wasn't, because Aberdeen were a big club.
Yeah.
Hearts have been a big club. Hibernian have been a big club. There have been other big clubs in there, but at the moment it's literally just Celtic and Rangers. But there will be a time, and Hearts are proving that, because Hearts are now owned by Tony Bloom as well, who owns Brighton. Look what he does with his clubs. Yeah. They will be back as well. So Hearts are doing a very good thing. Stop hating on Carlisle. I know you know I'm messing. But no. Mark Hughes, who's been called a dinosaur, now playing exciting football. I really do need to watch a Carlisle game at some point, mate, because I'm excited to see what kind of football Mark Hughes now plays, because I've never been interested in his football as a manager. Obviously, I enjoyed watching him as a player, but as a manager, I've never enjoyed watching his football. But because you keep getting me excited about it, I really do want to watch the Carlisle game now. As much Celtic going to run away with, 100%. Yes, they do. Yes, not talked about. Rangers are getting better. Obviously, got new owners now, which is great, which is good for the future. However, they do need to set the manager quickly. Celtic do have issues up the top as well. Isn't Mark Hughes like 90? He's not that old, because that means me and Steve are super old as well, because me and Steve would have been at the time of Mark Hughes watching him as a player. So he's definitely not 90.
He's not 90, but yeah, cheers for that.
Yeah, cheers for that, Tim.
Because when I saw that, I went, oh, fuck. Dude, I was watching him kick a ball.
Yeah, very good striker as well. Anyway,
it was all right. He wasn't great. He was all right. Okay, he was good.
Yeah,
he was good. He was good.
Yeah, he was
good. He's fucking good.
Predictions. What are we going for a prediction tonight?
Well, there has to be two, right? You can't give it one. Like, I'm going to predict on my lineup, and I'm going to predict on the possible Arteta lineup. Yeah. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to throw my lineup real quick. Obviously, Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Calafiori, Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Ethan Wanyeri, Eze on the left, Madueke on the right, Gyökeres in the middle, 4-0.
Okay, cool.
And it would happen. And Eze will score. If that happened. Eze will bloody score in this game. He will fucking score. Because that right back's going to come forward thinking he's just going to have a bit of fun, and Calafiori's going to find Eze, and Eze's going to cut in and fuck up that goalkeeper. But if we decide to do the stupid thing, which is what Mikel Arteta will do because he doesn't want to play cards with me, then that means we will field a team much the same without Ethan Wanyeri, but Marino playing that role with Declan Rice in the middle of the park, and it will be a 1-0 game to Arsenal.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it will be absolutely boring and everybody will fall asleep. And I'll be up at 2:45 a.m., right, on coffee and everything, but still dozing off, right, and only waking up when Moreno loses the ball to scream and yell and wake up 3/4 of Australia.
Chris is going with 2-0 to the Arsenal. Temi, who never does a normal prediction. He always does the mind game prediction. So he better be very careful here because he has gone for an Arsenal 2-0 win. I hope I've not jinxed it. I know what you mean about jinxing because you always go with the opposite. He actually went for a 3-0 Nottingham Forest win. And obviously we won 3-0. So that worked perfectly. So I'm hoping you are not jinxing us tonight because, yeah, I'm kind of also hoping not for a 7-0 Arsenal win. And
No, it's going to be 4 if we get my lineup.
Well, I'll be happy with that. I'm going to go with, because I think Arteta will play Arteta tactics with starting 11. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Arsenal win. I think we'll get him. Oh, Brenny's literally gone for 2-1 Arsenal as well.
There you go.
I think this is obviously not doing what Steve's done, where I pick the lineup. Because if I pick the lineup, I'll be confident that we'll get a very nice, easy win. But I think Arteta will just do Arteta things tonight and just, we'll get that lineup and we'll go, what the fuck?
And that's always going to be like the Arteta vibe up until he falls on his own sword. And Arteta needs to wake up. You're going to fall on your own sword. Understand this. You are being set up. And I just hope he understands that the club just spent close to 300 million. You are being set up because if you don't do anything, there is a massive excuse to say, we tried to back you. See you later. You're being set up. So Josh can say, I did my thing. Berta can say, we did our thing for you. We did everything we could possibly do to make you successful, but you decided to walk into the same wall. There's the door, not the wall, the door.
Yeah.
That's honestly what he's being set up right now. You know what I mean? In the corporate game, when you're getting a lot of backing over a long time of a bit of failure, the pressure's on because it's like, okay, we're going to back you. Now show us that you can come back and give us what you promised with all this backing, with all these quality players. Let's see. So that's what he's in. And I'm hoping that he can see that for his own neck, that he will say, you know what? I need to field the team that will actually go ahead and win a game and not field the team because this guy I signed and this guy I signed just because I'm having a bit of a dick measuring contest, that this guy's good.
Yeah.
Because that dick measuring contest is going to have you outside the Arsenal stadium with your dick in your hand. I'm sorry, but it's exactly what he's doing. It is exactly what happens in the corporate world when you hire a person that unfortunately isn't good, but you do your best to make him look good because it reflects upon you. And the high performing people that are in there look at that and say, well, what am I here for? But don't worry, Arteta. TikTok. Change. Trust me, it's good for you.
Yeah. Look, Steve's spot on. Look, it's not like we're stitching him up because we're not. At the end of the day, we've got a different process. And the Edu Mikel friendship was just too good. And when I say it's too good, is Edu was doing things just to please Arteta, which shouldn't be the right way of doing it. What should be happening is the good for the club. Andrea is doing that. The first few times he came in and he just looked around the training ground, he was like, what's this about? Approached who he needs to approach, spoke, things got changed quite quickly around training sessions and stuff because things are just a little bit odd. Now, bear in mind, Andrea has worked at Atletico Madrid for like over 10 years. In that time, they won 2 leagues. The first season he came in, he wasn't sporting director, he was the one, I think it was technical director. That first season he came in and they won. I think they won the league season or 2 seasons before he left as well. And his relationship with Diego Simeone was fantastic. It was a working relationship and it worked brilliantly. Diego said, like, this is what I need. And Diego went out and got it. Yeah, you can look over the signings he made and go question mark, question mark, question mark. But not all of them are going to work. I don't care who you are, how much money you've got. All transfers are not guaranteed to work. It's just life. Mbappe, if you look at Mbappe last season, I'll be honest, that did not work last season. This season looks a little bit better. But a different manager, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. Andrea is doing a great job. He's with us for guaranteed 2 seasons. I hope it's longer. I think it
Yeah,
will be.
I
Personally,
want 2 more.
yeah,
I want 4.
I personally, with what I know that what Kronkers want to do, I want to see Andrea for at least 5 years. I don't expect to see Mikel here for 5 years. I'll be honest. I don't care what happens this season. I don't care if he wins. I do think at some point, a club will be coming calling, and I think he'll go to that club. I'll talk about it more when I think it's definitely going to happen.
I want him to be successful. I really do.
Yeah, 2027 is a year I'm excited to look for the future, because there's a path that is clearly open in my eyes. Maybe not fans because they don't see what's happening behind the scenes, but 2027 for me is a year that could be interesting for Arsenal Football Club, in my opinion. So yeah, there we go. Steve,
crossed.
Yes. Thank you ever so much for coming on, mate. Where can they find you?
Oh, me? Okay. You can find me on Aussie Gunner channel, YouTube channel. And look, if you're going to jump on that channel, do yourself a favor, subscribe, but turn on the bell notification because I'm Random FC. And on Instagram. So those are the 2 places you'll see me. You won't see me on X and all that because I just don't get it. But yeah, my channel does turn on, and when it turns on, sometimes it's on for, here, there. And yeah, so yeah, check me out on the Aussie Gunner channel and on Instagram. Cheers. Big up the chat.
Appreciate it. Yes, thank you ever so much. Big up to the 300 people currently watching. It is 11:30 on a Tuesday morning, so I'm quite surprised by the numbers, but thank you ever so much for all tuning in. You'll see me again tomorrow. Obviously, I won't be doing the watch along unless you fancy watching those people in black people just watching the game and trying to be quiet whilst watching the game. It's going to be funny, I'll be honest. I've been getting messages going, "Are you watching the game?" I went, "Yeah, of course I'm watching the game." They're like, "Oh,
watching the game, yeah, but like it's hard doing a watch along. Like I want to do them, but it's just difficult."
Oh yeah, watch alongs are tricky. I don't think I definitely won't be doing a watch along from a funeral later. As much as I'll find it hilarious. But yeah, you will definitely see me tomorrow. I think it will be about 4:00 UK time to do the reaction. I know it's a bit of a weird time, but it's the only time because I'm in London all night, so I'll have to get back as well. So probably 4:00. I'll do the reaction tomorrow. Then Saturday night will be the Man City preview. I will be doing a watch along on Sunday for the Arsenal City game. As much as I hate doing City, but like I said, and I've said this many times, Man City are entertaining this season now, but that also helps them become more beatable, which is hopefully a good thing for us.
Look at Donnarumma in goal, man. Oh, man.
I don't get that signing. I'll be honest. I don't.
Nah, he's a quality keeper, dude. Oh man.
Oh, he's a quality goalkeeper, but
high end.
Yeah, I I don't get it.
But look, I've got Raya in goal, so I can't say I wish I had Donnarumma because I'd be like, not really. Not when I have Raya the way he is. I know Look, I've been a Donnarumma fan for years when he was in the Serie A, and I was telling everybody this guy. But if it was like, are you going to take Raya or Donnarumma? I'm taking Raya.
Yeah. So am I. I know that sounds mental because Donnarumma is like, well, I think if
world class, right?
Yeah. If you were asked to probably 1,000 people, the majority would choose Donnarumma as the number 1 goalkeeper in the world. And you're probably right.
But the thing is, like, I get it. He's world class. I'm gonna say, well, what makes him world class? Like, is it Serie A and Paris Saint-Germain? Okay, well, look at Raya's record since he's come to Arsenal.
Yeah,
it speaks for itself. Like, and that's what kills me. I can only base my judgment for a goalkeeper for Arsenal with the statistics in the Premier League. I don't care about international.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the thing. And real quick, when I hear people talking about players and how they do win international, I don't give a shit. I say that's bullshit to me. I don't care. That means nothing. James Rodriguez, international, huh? How did that work out, Real? Good signing, huh? Soldado, good
God
signing, huh?
almighty. Oh God. Yeah.
Do I have to say it? So that's why I just, like it's what happens in the Prem. You know what I mean? I mean, Squirts, how's he going? I mean, I'm not going to get into that one.
No, well, look,
You know?
obviously from a German point of view, I hope he does well.
I think he's a good player. I think
He
at the
is.
moment, what the problem is? The way they're playing. It's
Yeah.
not good for the wingers. It's not good for the midfielders. I think Arne
Yeah.
Slot just needs to turn the screw in a different direction. That's it. And they're going to be flying.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, Donnarumma and City goal is just weird. I don't get it. But that again, if you look at the way that Man City do business, it's very similar to us now, where Pep gives what he wants and City go out and do what they can. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure he's not impressed by Donnarumma. He's like, really? How's that work? But yeah, Raya. Talk about Raya very quickly about the Forest game. Everyone's been talking about this, especially at work. That save that he made from Wood. Now, I'll be honest, Wood did extremely well to get anything onto that cross.
Yeah.
Because obviously it was behind him, so he obviously used his chest, and he did that on purpose because he has got one head of a strong chest. That save from Raya, he amazes me every time with his saves. His reaction is just impeccable. Does he have brain farts? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Do most goalkeepers have brain farts? Yeah, they do. But his shot stopping is incredible. His reactions is incredible.
Would you say he's showing little bits of signs of the guy I got on my back here, David Seaman, in his prime? Forget about the playing out from the back, but the shot stopping prowess.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Seaman is always going to be my number one. Always. No one's ever going to.
Well, that's who's on the back of this shirt. On the back of this shirt is David Seaman.
Yeah, rightly so, because he's the only person that's made me smile all the time in goal. Because people have been saying, "Oh, what about Jens Lehmann?" No, see you later. Seaman
didn't do it for long enough.
No,
Seaman did it. Seaman did it all. Seaman did it for shits and giggles.
Yeah,
got better with age.
He did, and look, I had the privilege of being at Highbury a lot. I was in the North Bank a lot, and I was always in a seat where it was very close to the goal. And when Seaman, didn't have anything to do, or there was a stopping play, he would always turn to the fans and have a good old natter with us and have a good old chat and a bit of banter with everybody. And I loved him. And he's such a nice gentleman even now.
That's it. You can so see that in him.
Yeah, and Raya. He is outstanding. He has brain farts. We've had a lot of goalkeepers that have had brain farts. I'm used to it now. But yeah, he's probably. I liked Ramsdale a lot. But yeah, Raya takes Ramsdale's spot now easily. Yeah.
I think Ramsdale's the kind of goalkeeper that if he was put under pressure and there was 80 minutes of fucking just shots on him, he'd be happy.
Yeah.
Right. And he could stay on there. But as soon as the game slows down, and that's when you have to concentrate to watch the play, you literally have to watch the play to know how to position yourself. It wasn't for Ramsdale. No. But that was, every high-end goalkeeper has their turn-off moment, but their turn-off is let's watch the game and see how the attack could possibly come back at me. And you have to be on the edge of your seat, right? And as a goalkeeper, you have to always be ready because you can make 25 saves in a game. It's that one save that you didn't make that pretty much throws everything that you did out the window.
Yeah.
And that's why for a goalkeeper, a defender, and a striker, that's the worst. And a number 10. Because the number 10 could create 1,000 chances. No one finishes. He did nothing. The striker did nothing. And it's a hard position. But the goalkeeper's got the biggest, I think, for me, one of the worst positions in the game. And I'm looking at Raya and I see some of the saves and I see what he's doing. And it's a little bit, because I watch David Seaman a lot, I'm seeing those flashes of Seaman like, shit, FA Cup Seaman, right? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How? That kind of save I'm seeing a lot from Raya. And I'll be honest with you, and I don't know, have you ever been this comfortable with your goalkeeper? Ever?
No.
Apart from David Seaman.
And the weirdest part is when I'm not comfortable, it's not to do with Raya. It's to do with the way that Arteta wants to play football, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the way he distributes the ball and how he wants to bring Raya into it.
Yeah, and that's the bit I don't like. But that's not his fault again. That's not Raya. That's not Raya deciding that. This throwing it, rolling it to Gabriel, it just frustrates the hell out of me because it's putting pressure on us straight away, which is just fine, bemusing, but it is what it is. Thank you very much, Canners. Appreciate it. I am free for brilliant stuff. Thank you, my PB. I will definitely send you the link on Sunday. And there will be a reaction fairly soon after that game as well. So yeah, you will be covered. And to get everyone really excited, obviously Port Vale is next week. Everyone get ready to tune in for that because obviously there will be a challenge as normal. So yes, you've got to pick 5 from the Port Vale lineup, but also there will be a retro challenge as well because we have played them in recent history. Obviously, I will never do anything pre-1980s because I wasn't alive to watch them, so I can't score something I don't know anything about the players. But I think we played in 1997. We actually lost to him on a I think it was a replay or a 2-legged game back in 1997. Bergkamp was playing, by the way. This is like how.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been under Arsene Wenger. That would have been under not 97. That would have been what's his name? 97. Would that be? Was it 96?
I think. Was it?
Was it
Bruce Rioch?
I'm trying to remember. Would it have been who would have been the manager?
So let's just have a look at the date. Because
it was for 1 year. Bruce
Rioch.
Bruce Rioch. Was that him?
It
would have been under him because it could have been under him because I'm pretty sure it could have been under Rioch. Could have been because remember Rioch's the guy who. I mean, that's when it was under Rioch that we got done as Bergkamp. Yeah, it was under his tenure.
Well,
it wasn't Arsene Wenger.
No, it was. Oh, it was. So the game that we'll be doing, so everyone can revise now. 14th of January 1998 is when we played Port Vale.
Oh, then it would have been. Then it would have been Arsene.
FA Cup game. So obviously we drew in the first game. Obviously, this is a FA Cup replay. We drew 0-0 at home, and then we had to go to Port Vale's ground, and we drew 1-1, and we lost. So yeah, everyone can start doing their research because it is going to be a funny one. Because this is where it's really tested people's knowledge. Good day to Michael. Hope you're doing well, Michael. But guys, we're now out of it. See you later. Enjoy the game tonight. Steve, try and get some sleep, mate, at some point.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. There's no fucking point, mate. No. Fuck it. I'll just stay up, watch a game, and go to sleep at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right, guys. Take it easy. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Uru, guys. Uru.